everyone. I just got back from PoshFest 2017 in Chicago, and I made this video to give you guys pretty much a breakdown of the key points that I've learned over the weekend. So if this is your first video, welcome. My name is Karen with the Thrifty Flamingo. If you're returning, welcome back. I know I met a few of you at PoshFest, so thank you very much for stopping by, saying hello. Some of you I only met for a couple seconds, and other people I plopped my butt down next to unsuspectingly, and it was a great weekend. Thank you for saying hi and all your awesome words. So let's talk about a little bit of analytics. This I think is just the numbers I wanted to share with you. So 7 million shares happen every day. Like, that's crazy. 60 offers are offered every minute, 100 new listings every minute, and 1 sale every 2 seconds. So that's crazy number breakdown. Poshmark is growing exponentially, so we're in it and we're part of that. So one big thing that they do every year at PoshFest is a Hack-a-thon, and they kind of send out the questionnaire through the app, and they say, what do you want to improve with the app? And we'll put our computer geniuses to work, and they will start Hack-a-thon and fix all the stuff. And you make one suggestion per user, and they compile all of these suggestions, and they really do listen to us. So this year, the Hack-a-thon revealed that in very short time, some of these are already starting to take into effect depending on update and user. So these are going to happen like really soon. So the very first Hack-a-thon is a shipping discount on bundle offers. That's $6.49. Some people get really hung up on it, especially if they're buying jewelry or like a lip gloss or something like that. And so when you add something to a bundle, whether it's a single item or multiple items, the seller has the power to offer them a private discount. So what the Hack-a-thon does is not only do they still allow you to create a private discount for that buyer, they're giving you the option to also discount shipping, anywhere from, reduced shipping to free shipping. So when that buyer, gets a notification, it's like so-and-so has sent you an offer and free shipping, that really will entice a lot of people to accept all those offers. I'm sure everybody here has sent an offer out and crickets. Nothing happened. So it's really going to make that offer look that much more enticing to the buyer. Excited about that. The next thing was autofill for listings. This is going to help us create listings faster. So it's going to autofill all of the details. So if you start typing, Gucci sandals, kitten heel, it's already going to pre-fill that it's going to be shoes, heels. It's going to pre-fill the Gucci part, so you don't have to go and do any of that. It's also going to have predictive text, kind of like you start typing, Gucci, this, and that, and it's going to start giving you predictive text, kind of like your cell phone. You don't need to use it. You can type out your own title, but it autofills all the other stuff, the stuff that, takes a couple extra seconds. And if we can make listings faster, that, 100 new listings a minute, that's going to increase for you, for me, for everybody. So, yay! The next thing I'm really super excited about, I did a video all on price drop. Like, how do you do a price drop? You see that there's a lot of math to it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put the video up there for you. They are making the price drop easy. So not only are they going to be having the app do the math for you for the 10%, They're also remembering the historical low price of that item that you had. So you don't have to remember what you originally dropped it to, say like a previous closet clear out, or if you decided to run a sale in your closet. You don't have to remember any of that. So there will be a little like down arrow when you go to edit your listing where you would erase your price and put a new price in. There'll be a little down arrow, and that's for the price drop. So it's going to make closet clear out a lot easier. It's going to make, no more messing up the math and not, rounding up in Poshmark's favor. Yay! The last one's going to help you share your PFFs and everybody in your feed. It's going to help you share a lot quicker, especially on mobile devices. Now, I believe this is just for iOS, for the Apple devices. It's a long press to share. So instead of clicking on a listing in a feed and having to open up the listing, scrolling down and hitting the share button, now you push for 2 seconds, long press it a little bit harder, and a sub menu will pop up and it'll say share. I think it also says like favorite, so you can favorite right away. So you don't actually have to open the listing just to show some posh love and share your PFF's stuff. So that's going to make sharing a lot quicker. So you see, all 4 Hack-a-thon things are making our lives a little bit easier. So that is all the app improvements. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about are some improvements that are in the works that they revealed. So it's enough down the road that they told us about it. And yay. So the first one, are you guys surprised that my notebook for the weekend was like a flamingo? Probably not. Probably not. So upcoming improvements. Anybody who has ever had a buyer open up a case on them, you kind of feel like Poshmark's not doing much for the seller. I know everybody's been there. All you get is an email saying, so-and-so has opened up a case against you, and their reasons for it is item description or not as described. Like very vague, and it doesn't tell you anything. So they are completely revamping their seller dispute process. And they showed some examples on like the screen, and what I can kind of compare it to is eBay. How when somebody on eBay opens up a return, you have one-on-one interaction with the person at first. They tell you, hey, this isn't as described, or whatever the case is. So it's no longer this like preset thing of, I don't know what that means. That's not telling me anything, So you actually get to talk to the buyer and kind of like figure out what to go from there. And then Poshmark does step in. So they're completely redefining their seller dispute process. They listen. That has been a major like headache to a lot of sellers. Like, I hear it a little too often, oh my goodness, somebody opened a case against me and I'm still waiting on an email from Poshmark. This process is so slow, I feel helpless. And no more. They listened. Took them a while, but they listened. The next thing is kind of big. I did a video on shipping, and I really stressed that you need to use either a regular box or a regular priority mailbox. So what Poshmark is doing is they're in the process of talking with the USPS, and they are working on getting us the usage of flat rate boxes. Woo woo! That means you could just go to your post office and grab any free priority box. It doesn't matter if it says flat rate. It doesn't matter. You could just grab a box and send. They're trying to make it easy for you, for me, for everybody, not to get hung up on the small things, like that little word, flat rate, and then possibly not having the package go out. So soon, flat rate boxes. That's great. That's also great if you know, you don't just sell on Poshmark and you sell on other platforms or eBay and you already have flat rate boxes. You could just say, hey, it fits in here, fit it, ship it. Yay. Okay, back to my notebook. So the suggested user program is also going through a little bit of a revamp, a little makeover, if you will. I am a suggested user. I've been a suggested user since 2015, the beginning of it. I've been on Poshmark since 2013 in February, but suggested user was 2 years later. I applied for it. If you meet, you know, the requirements for it, definitely I would apply. Anybody who is already a suggested user, you're going to get grandfathered into it. So once they turn into the ambassador program, you're going to get grandfathered into it as an ambassador, but you need to uphold standards. When you apply to be a suggested user, you need to make certain standards. You have to have a certain, you know, favorable stars, however, out of 5 stars. Your shipping time needs to be good. You can't have any prohibited items in your closet. No curling irons. No, none of that stuff. So you do get grandfathered into it, but you also have to uphold those standards. Right now, once you're a suggested user, you're a suggested user. There's no real policing of the matter. We kind of hope that somebody that goes out of their way to apply for suggested usership, that they put self-police, that they say, hey, I can't list that on Poshmark. That is a prohibited item. I wouldn't do that. I take mine seriously. I get really should I, shouldn't I? And if I'm ever in doubt, I don't list it. I'll put it on eBay. This also reminds me of eBay. When you become like a top-rated seller, you need to meet certain guidelines in order to be a top-rated seller or above, or a power seller, all of the different tiers that eBay has. And they do monthly run reports and make sure that you're hitting certain numbers. So, you know, that reminds me also on how eBay does things. So I definitely would, if you have any more questions on possibly becoming a suggested user, leave it in the comments below. Find me on Instagram, same name. I will be happy to talk to you about it and tell you more benefits on it. The last thing is the homepage is getting a complete makeover. We are also getting more access to analytics that are going to be helping us with this whole homepage makeover. We're going to be learning, you know, trending brands in different categories. It's going to say, okay, top 10 men's brands. You know, what are the top 10 items in men's that are selling? Shoes, sweaters, whatever. And that changes. That changes monthly. You know, that changes so often. So those of you who are interested in the analytics, you kind of should be, or should want to know enough about it that will help you grow your business. You know, if you're seeing the past 3 months that, you know, Lily Pulitzer is like so popular and it's been in the top 3 like places for women and for kids, guess what you should be looking to put in your closet? You know, that's just an example. You know me. So yeah, they're giving us access to more of the inside data to help us make our own decisions on, you know, what to stock our closet with. So all of those things, excellent, excellent, excellent. You know, it was a fun weekend, mixing, mingling. Some of the stuff I've already taught you. Some of the stuff you already heard or already do, but it was great. There were people there that have been going to PoshFest since the beginning. There were people there who just joined the app like months ago, weeks ago. I met one girl, she's like, I just downloaded it. Good for you.
Miss Chris. The best.
At Perky Career.
LG_12. Good call. AKA Kim City on Poshmark.
At Fashionista 21.
Jenny Angel 89.
At Lexi Gramness.
The
simple of this is, yes, I can.
Poshmark has no age limit.
I can run a successful business no matter what my age or my background. That I can be successful at whatever I set my mind to.
I can run a small business if I'm focused and disciplined.
Never give up, no matter how hard it is to run your own business. It can be a struggle, but never give up.
Anything is possible, and that I can change the lives of other women across the whole United States.
That if I believe in my dream, and now my mind is engulfed all together in this passion, I can accomplish anything I set my mind to.
Exploring the possibility of becoming my own boss, together with my love of fashion.
That I don't have the limits that I once thought I did, and it has given me confidence that I didn't think anything else could.
Poshmark truly is about people, so sharing is caring.
And you will get back with what you put out.
That it really takes community in order to run a successful business.
The more we empower one another, the more successful we're all going to be in the end.
You have a community that's nationwide, that shares with each other, that helps one another.
Everyone in the Poshmark community is so friendly and wants you to succeed, which makes you work harder and be better.
That I can inspire and encourage other Poshers just like they inspire and encourage me with their words and actions.
Being part of the Poshmark community has also taught me that there's no time to make friends like now. I have made so many incredible friends across the country.
Learning from others and also helping others is really positive, and I think that translates into your business.
Learn how to connect with people on a whole new level, which is fashion and style, and what is in and what is trending.
It taught me the true meaning of being a girl boss as well as a posh boss.
I am truly thankful for the friendship that I receive from everyone in this community, making me feel at home.
Poshmark has made a difference in my life by allowing my husband and I to package our pocket packages together.
Poshmark has helped me clear out my closet, make money, and make friends for life. Poshmark has made a difference in my life by reigniting my love of fashion.
Once I discovered Poshmark, everything else was marked irrelevant. I love that it's become a separate source of income in my life.
And it has allowed me to provide a side income for my family ever since.
That it's possible to make money doing something you love and have fun doing it.
I love what I do, and how many people get to say that they love the work they do.
That I've been able to inspire and support other people and let them know that no matter what their circumstance, through Poshmark and determination, anything is possible.
And because I'm my dream of becoming a teacher has been fulfilled.
I'm able to work from home and concentrate on finally going back to school and finishing my degree in American Sign Language interpreting.
I've been able to pay down my extensive credit card debt, and we are now looking to buy a house. This would not be possible without my own 9-to-5 job, and I got Poshmark to thank for that.
As you know, we here in Houston were devastated by some floods from Hurricane Harvey. I have received so much support from my PFS. I don't know what I would have done through all this without Poshmark and my beautiful Poshmark family.
It really helped me when I retired from active duty. I was suffering from PTSD really bad, and I was in a very dark place. Meeting such great people, all of you, has really helped me to overcome that nightmare that I was living in, and I will forever be grateful for that. And that's the reason why I love Poshmark.
I love Poshmark.
I love Poshmark!
I love Poshmark.
I love Poshmark! I love Poshmark!
I love Poshmark. I love Poshmark.
I love Poshmark.
Thank you.
Awesome. So I hope this information is as exciting to you as it is to me, and I hope everyone gets to making some sales. If you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. And if this is your first video and you're not already subscribed, I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button to learn more tips and tricks on reselling. Everybody go make some money this week. Bye.